What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Facts and Stats. This is now episode 112, College Basketball Everything Edition. If you are in here, do not forget to like this video, and most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying the process. Also, do not forget to tap into the Facts and Stats Daily Sports Show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, right here live on YouTube. I have 5 guests here with me. I'm gonna introduce them to this. I'm gonna invite them to the stage and allow them to introduce themselves. Then we'll go ahead and get started.
Yo, I'm Jordan. I'm up here first, because my team ranked first right now. You know how that goes.
Yo, this is Chan, UNC fan. Nobody wanted us here, but here we are.
Yo, this is Fez, Kentucky, BBN, everything, man. Roll to 9.
Hey man, what's the word, man? It's Wess, Weston West. Not much to say. Tar Heel fan, the best team in Carolina.
One more.
What's going on is BJ here, of course, and unfortunately I'm last, but my team's ranked number 1, so I still feel like the big dog in here.
Listen, all 5 of y'all joining. I appreciate y'all. We got Kentucky, we got UNC, we got Duke up here, and we all, I believe, great minds when it comes to talking about college basketball. It's been a hell of a season, bro. It's been a hell of a season. The real thing finally starts Thursday, but overall, it's been a hell of a season. So we're gonna get to talking about the season. First and foremost, I'll probably kick it off with Wes and Chan as 2 UNC fans. How did y'all feel like your team did this season? You talk about the ups, the downs, the highs, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to shout out a player, whatever the case may be. How do y'all feel like UNC did this season? I go West first and then Chan.
Yeah, I think we were an utter disaster. But when there's a will, there's a way, and God favors those who are faithful, and those who stay steadfast in their quest to serve His kingdom. And that's why we made it, and I'm appreciative. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Do I think we truly deserved it? Maybe I might be ahead, but we probably didn't really deserve to get in. But we're here and we're ready to dance. And we're locked in with Hubert for I think the next 4 years. So we'll see what we can make of it.
All right, Chan, I'm gonna circle to you, man. Another UNC fan. How did you feel about this season overall?
Yeah, piggyback off what Wes said. It was a bit of a disappointment. Didn't expect the season to go like it did. But we're here now. RJ Davis definitely didn't perform to the standard that I thought he would coming off the junior season that he had. But I mean, that's all in the past. We're in the tournament now. What is it? It was definitely hard getting in. We definitely need a lot of help from other teams to get in. But now it's 0. Everybody's 0-0 and check ball.
Great,
I mean,
well said, bro. You
not
gotta
there
say
yet,
something,
but not there yet, but
Oh,
you know,
first 4 doesn't
we'll
count.
see.
Got you.
bro. Tez, you being a Kentucky fan, gang, how do you feel about the season overall? How do you feel the highs, the ups and downs, lows, whatever the case may be?
We had some real high highs and some real low lows for sure. Coming into the year, then nobody really knows what to expect with a new era, new coach, new players, hitting the transfer portal. Not really getting a lot of time to hit the offseason and get recruits. But I enjoyed the year. 21-10, 10-8 in the SEC, where it was actually the toughest conference in college basketball in a very, very long time. So I enjoyed the year, man, for sure.
Well, and I piggyback me rocking with Kentucky from John Wall on down. Piggyback everything that you said, man. I can say I gained trust for our new coach early. When being a Kentucky fan, you fall in love with Coach Kyle. The players he's bringing to the program. You rock with the guys, how we hoop, how we play, the record, etc. Everything was Coach Kyle and all the guys that's coming in. Tyler Ulis on the bench too. Shout out to Tyler. and the rest of the staff. But Mark Pope came in, not a lot of time, like he just said, and I feel like he put together a really damn good team, and I was never a fan of transfers starting and playing a lot of minutes or whatever the case may be, because we were so used to, oh, we gonna get the best freshmen in the country and they gonna come and play basketball and start for us right away. So man, shout out to Lamont, shout out to Owe, Andrew Carr, Amari Williams, the whole nine. I can name more and more and more. Big time. We got 2 Duke fans to go last. They spoke about their team being ranked number 1. I'm gonna go BJ and then Jordan Woods. BJ, what can you say? How did you feel like your team did this season? Or what was your overall thought process behind Duke this year? We can't hear you, bro. You're muted, bro. You're muted. It's no way you just
See
did
me,
that.
man,
You're muted.
rocking my gear, man, rocking my gear. But to each his own. We had a great season, this year. Little bit of ups and downs, few bumps in the road, but all in all, we still at the end of the day we're the number 1 team in the nation. We here, and I like to grow for everybody, my whole team.
All right, appreciate that, Birdie. Last but not least, Jordan Woods, another Duke fan. What are some things you got to say about Duke this season? And also talk about how you feeling heading into March Madness.
Man, a real rags to riches story, man. They didn't have us ranked where we are to start the year. I think we fell all the way to 8 at some point. 2 losses early, and we was able to slowly but surely climb our way back. Climb past 2, climb past 3. We're the number 1 team in the country, man. Despite having all the freshmen, despite not having won in 10 years, man, we here. So it's a real feel-good Cinderella story, if you ask me. And now we just playing with house money going into the tournament. Good year though, real good year.
House money, huh?
Playing with house money.
Obviously, I was trolling, man. Nah, no house money. We got to win it all. We've been the best team in my opinion, since about mid-December, early January. We took a couple losses early to some good teams, Kentucky being one of them. Kansas team was definitely not one of them. I think we swept them 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Thought we ended the tournament hopes, but shout out to the AD on the committee. Get them in. But yeah, freshmen played well. Knipple stepped up, lived up to the hype. Flag definitely lived up to the hype. Malawak lived up to the hype. Transfers did exactly what we wanted them to do. Sion was good. Malik was obviously lived up to his ACC Defensive Player of the Year like he was last year. Same kind of caliber this year. So everybody stepped up, from the returners to the freshmen to the transfers, and time to finish it off.
Well said. Well said. And I can't thank y'all fellas enough for being up here and joining me today. Also, if you are in here, you made it this far into the episode, only 8 minutes in. Do not forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment as well. And more importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We talked about how all of our teams did this season. We're now going to talk about some players that we feel like stood out to us, or who's just some of your guys going into the draft this year. Before we get into the bracket talk, some players that either stood out to you this year, or they just your guys. You rocking with them in the draft. You wishing them well in the NBA. And I'm going to go ahead and circle the Tez real quick to kick this one off. Who are you rocking with this year going into the draft? It could be more than one player, or who stood out to you this year that put that, that sort of kind of put themselves on your radar.
I'm gonna forever rock with my guys, man. Any Kentucky guy that goes to the league, we forever stamped, we forever locked in. But other than that, I like the top guys, man. I like Dylan Harper. I like Ace Bailey for sure. Trey Johnson wasn't one of my guys coming in to the into the season, but he showed me a lot this year, and I think he has my respect 1,000%. 1,000. I think a very gifted scorer. I think it will translate to the next level fluently. I don't think he may have some growing pains coming in as a rookie, but I think his scoring and I think he also have another playmaking leap in him as well. So yeah, I like him as well. I like Danny Wolf, as you know. I've been talking to you about him for about a month or two. Danny Wolf from Michigan. I like VJ Eskimo from Baylor. That was one of my guys coming into the year. And yeah, it's a couple more guys. I think it's a couple more guys. That's about what I got for you right now. But it's a couple more guys for sure. It's a lot of names, man. It was a lot of good talent this year. It's really hard to leave a lot of people off for real. But and of course Cooper Flag. I can't leave him off. I don't want to even go that route. But those are the guys for sure. But it's a lot of names. I can go on and on and on for real.
You're muted, bro. You're muted.
My bad. Cooper's Coop. I don't think anybody disliked Cooper Flag game. But Milo was barking. He was tweaking. For me, man, like you say, it's a lot of guys. Who did I like the most coming into this season? Was Dylan Harper. I like Dylan Harper the most coming into the season, and I think that remains steady all throughout this season. Who do I like the most now? Or I also picked up Trey Johnson midway through the season as well. But who I like the most now, Jeremiah Fairs. It's two guys really, Jeremiah Fairs and Derek Queen. 1,000%. I knew who Queen was going into Maryland because he's from the Baltimore area. But I didn't really put too much into him. You know what I'm saying? But what he did for this Maryland program this season, as the best player on the team, and everybody else just contributing and filling in, it was special. Best record Maryland had probably since like Melo Trimble season, I believe 16, 17, 17, 18, somewhere in that ballpark that they had said. So I'm really high on Fairs right now. One, because I'm a Miami Heat fan, and we're in prime opportunity / position at the moment to be able to draft Jeremiah Fairs. Queen, not really in the market for big man as far as the Miami Heat, but I do want to see where he falls and how his skill set transfers to the NBA. And who else? Another guy that's been picking up on me lately, a freshman, Phylon, down there in Bama. I like him. I think he's gonna be a really good guard in the NBA.
Good shot.
And I think his game is going to continue to grow. But I like that what he brings to the game. I like the intensity, I like the energy level. I like how he can handle the ball as well. And occasionally knock down a shot to get to the basket. So I like Phylon. That's a guy that's been growing on me lately. And I'm curious to see how he plays literally as soon as the tournament starts. So that's what I'm liking. That's what I'm rocking with. I'm going to give those three guys a shout out. And obviously, like Ted said, all Kentucky guys. Chan, who's some players that stood out to you this year? Or you'll say some of your guys going into the draft?
Yeah, I think you and Tez kind of echoed some of the names that I had in mind. I know coming into the season, I was a huge fan of VJ Edgecombe. He had a bit of a slow start to start the season, but he picks it up midway through the season during conference play, and he finished out pretty strong. So I say he was probably one of my main guy coming into the season. Two guys that I did pick up on, Jeremiah Fears out of Oklahoma. Wasn't really watching him to begin the season, but as the season progressed towards conference play and the conference tournament, started paying attention to him more, and his game stood out to me the most out of the guys besides VJ. And then I guess one more guy that you had mentioned as well is Derek Queen out of Maryland. Um, I really don't pay attention to big guys, but something about his game just stood out to me. Just the way his footwork, the way he handles the ball, how he plays the game stood out to me. So I say those are probably my top three guys coming into the going into the draft. You're on mute.
Milo keep barking. I keep doing that. I said, you got anything for us, Westo? And I appreciate you, Chan.
Oh man, Big Ace, man. Ace was my guy coming in. Still my guy right now. Never moving. Give me all the hezzy tween, tough step back middies, turn over your shoulder, use your footwork, go triple threat, minimal dribbles, all of that. That's my bag. And he's one of my guys. Two other guys I was just really impressed with this year. I got to shout out KJ from Illinois, special player, man. And I think he has a chance to do some big things in the league. And then, excuse me, I'm kind of I don't know if he truly is a guy, but I don't know if you pronounce his name Asa or Asa, but from Georgia.
Good shout.
He's piquing my interest. I'm intrigued, man. And I think that, I don't know if I would reach too high for him. I definitely think he's a lottery guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like he he could be something. So those are my guys.
Yeah,
Could I add one if that's cool with you, brother?
you good.
I see some people going big man, and I definitely let them out. And I've been tapped in because I watched a lot of the Duke games throughout the year,
Yeah.
and from that Louisville game, I was very very impressed with Kaman. I think he has so much untapped potential. And I think it just takes for him to get to the right team with the right coaches, the right scouting department, and the right trainers to really untap that surface. Because the defensive potential is so high. I don't even have a comp for him. That's how high I really think it is. And for him to be that tall and that big, he's not slow footed. You go to the basket. He's contesting everything at the basket. He's a hell of a rebounder. And the main thing at that size that some big man lack coming into college and also going into the league. That's a big thing that I peeped the other day. He runs the floor. And that right there is a big piece for a big man as that size. So I think he has a lot of untapped potential. So yeah, I'm intrigued with Kaman. I like Kaman, and I think he go really high.
Man, you got a lot going on over there, gang. But I appreciate you though. Jordan Woods, talk to you, man. Who you rocking with? Who's some of your guys coming to this year or midway you picked up or whatever the case may be?
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off Tez with Wolf. You know, me and him had that conversation early in the year. We both kind of on our own just picked up on Danny Wolf in Michigan. So he's definitely one of my guys. You know, 7 foot, can do pretty much everything on the court, not a slouch on defense. So Wolf is definitely one of my guys. Khan was one of my guys. When I was telling you about Khan before the season started, obviously he was a high recruit, so people knew about him, but
Yeah.
all the talk was about Coop. I'm like, wait, Khan. He want like just go put the tape on him. High school, like he's one of those ones, and I think his draft stock has only improved this year. Hasn't gone that far up, but he went from lottery that 7 to 10 range, that 7 to 14 range to no, this is a bona fide lottery, probably top 10 pick. Um, I think his archetype he's like the next evolution. I think a step up of other players of his archetype. Typically, those guys are, you know, slouches on defense, the movement shooters who come off screens and curls and shit like that. But white guys, just gonna say it. But he's not a slouch on defense either. He can move his feet. So I would say I know we're talking about obviously Coop. I'm not even gonna say anything there. Generational. And I know we're talking about first round guys and lottery guys, but Clayton Jr. At Florida, as a second round guy, and the reason I bring that up is, you know, he's a little. Some people would say undersized. They worry about his size on the next level, but leading that Florida team, he's got some playmaking chops. He can shoot a little bit, and I think the number one thing is, especially with guards, they typically when they're drafted high, they go into bad situations, and so it makes them sometimes have to play out of their skis early, and it could lead to bad habits. But him potentially being a second round pick, he might go into a situation where he's allowed to develop, take more time, and not have to be thrust into a role right off the bat. So I think he can turn into a pretty good rotational piece for a team down the line. So that's just a second round shout of a guy who could go to a good situation.
That's a great shout, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He's a guy that I've been liking since last year when he torched us, to be honest. But BJ, some of your guys going into this draft or out throughout this season that you just want to rock with, or you've been rocking with.
Um, all y'all pretty much said all the good guys. Wes actually stole the Asa Noel pick. I was gonna go Asa, but I'm gonna say Liam McNeely from
Mhm.
UConn. He got a chance to be a decent pro.
It's a good one.
I'm a rock. I'm a rock with all my Duke guys. Go off what Ted said. Malawa defense. If he can go just to the right person, his defensive ceiling could be like insane. Like he said, he can run. He runs the floor. Boom. He'll go block the shot off the glass, and guess what? You look up. He right down there. He right on the floor with you. He right down on the other end, ready for the lob. So he run the floor pretty good. Derek Queen, of course, but Yeah, I'm gonna rock with McNeely. I'm rocking with McNeely from UConn. I like and big shout. He might not be a crazy pro. My boy, top it from Texas Tech. Top it from Texas Tech. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, shout out to y'all, man. Some great shouts, bro. Some great shouts. Great shouts. Georgia, McNeely, Walter, Fears, obviously, Khan. Come on, some great shouts. Shout out to y'all. Now we'll get into some of the good though. Enough talking about the season. Enough talking about some guys that you're rocking with. It's do or die time. It's do or die time. Your team either win, your team either lose. You wake up, you watch your team play happy, or you wake up, watch your team you lose, you be upset. Me being a Kentucky fan, I can speak to that. Been upset a lot. Been happy a couple of times as well. I've been,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, it happened
You
one
can't,
time, by the way.
you can't talk. Y'all can't. Why are y'all talking? Y'all North Carolina fans. What can y'all say? What can y'all say? Like, bro, what was that? Marcus Page, right?
Hold on.
Wasn't that Marcus Page?
When's the last time y'all made it to a championship?
What was y'all last
Let
time?
alone hoist to the champion. Like,
when's the last time y'all won Marcus Page?
Y'all do not have a banner in like a relevant era. Do you realize that?
Gang.
Y'all don't have a banner in a relevant era.
What makes 2012 relevant?
Anthony Davis is still relevant.
What makes that relevant?
Relevant anymore, bro. That's
why not?
Why?
Why not?
Anthony
He's
Davis
very relevant right now, huh?
Anthony Davis was almost 15 years ago, bro. We gotta relax, bro.
Gang.
If it hasn't been in the last 10 years, it's not relevant. Y'all don't have a banner in the last
10. What are y'all like? What's y'all year?
We have multiple banners in the last
17. Yeah, 17. That Marcus Page was 17. That was 17. I remember that. Was that against Villanova? Was that Villanova? Who y'all played?
That's the one we lost.
That's the one we lost. Then we came back and we beat. Go ahead, Chen. I forgot.
Gonzaga. Okay. Yeah. Y'all lost to the
Chris. That's the team.
Y'all lost to the Chris Jenkins game.
Was that Rui?
That's Rui team. Yeah.
Okay.
Rui. He was a dog at Gonzaga.
No. Big up to that team.
He was a dog. They had a mob too, by the way.
Rui shot Brandon Clark. Oh my goodness. With them two controlling that front court. Oh yeah.
Man. Man. Damn. Okay. I mean, that's crazy to me. You talking like y'all like 5 years after us, and you talking crazy like y'all did something in the 2020s. Y'all ain't do shit in the 2020s either. Like, since we known each other in the last 15 years.
We been to a championship in the 2020s. We lost, but we've been there.
Don't matter about what you've been to. Like, did you win it? You talking about we've been there, we did this, y'all lost.
Hey, look, man. If y'all can make it past the Elite Eight, I actually, I respect y'all guys.
Can they make it past the first round first?
Make it past the Elite Eight. Are y'all going to win y'all game tonight first?
Y'all
said they play win.
Y'all have a
playing on Tuesday. The tournament is crazy, bro.
Y'all are first 4 team. Y'all are first 4 team, bro.
As a blue blood playing on Tuesday is disgusting, bro.
64 teams and the blue blood made a play-in game.
Bro, you better off just missing it, bro. You better off just missing at that point.
Y'all couldn't make 64?
And even if y'all do get in, you talking about get out the first round, y'all gonna lose to Ole Miss, Chan. Y'all look at Ole Miss.
We can bet it.
Yes, we can bet. Yes, we can bet.
What are y'all gonna do?
We're winning. We're getting out of 64.
Look though. I can bet Duke first round spread right now. I can bet Kentucky first round spread. I can't even bet y'all first round game right now if I wanted to, bro.
We don't crazy.
I couldn't put y'all on a little lay, so I can't.
We never wanted a Dookie betting.
I can't even put y'all on the lay right now, bro.
We never wanted a Dookie betting on us anyway. The biggest thing though, bro, to only be able to puff your chest out about, oh well, so and so went to the league and he was good, and this player went to the league and he was good, and that player went to the league and he was good, but they never did anything at Kentucky.
Damn.
My gosh, what did they do for the school?
Damn.
What banners did they have? What jewelry did they earn? I see all 32.
BJ, look.
I see all 32. And I don't hear that coming out.
Hey, BJ, look. You know, Kentucky got the best pros, right? You know, UNC got the chips. I know a school that got both though. You know a school that got both, BJ? We got good pros.
Talk to me.
Just as many
Who got
chips or
both?
more chips. Like
Bro,
I don't know, bro.
Nigga,
I
have
don't
y'all
know,
been
bro.
relevant since Jaleel Okafor?
Relevance is Jaleel Okafor.
Have you been
Wait.
relevant? This failure,
Relevant.
Wait,
shout out.
Duke last chip is 15.
Thank God for Cooper
Yeah,
Flag.
15,
And
yes.
I pray he
Hey, you
doesn't flame
talking
out
like
like
that?
Zion.
Your last chip is 15. But none of us up here can talk, to be honest. We can't talk about chips in this.
Bro, what?
Your
That's
chip is
cap.
15.
Hey,
If anybody
hold
can talk
Okay.
to Kentucky, we
Bro,
have the
bro.
pros, we have the wins,
Nah.
and we have the
most
money.
chips.
Fuck no.
And the most chips.
Oh,
And
wow.
we have the most chips. Bro, the biggest
what the fuck are
rivalry,
you
we at
talking
least
about?
got both our
Y'all
schools
talking
got
these
most in
chips?
the
Y'all
last
talking these
decade.
chips from the 50s and the 70s? Who got the most chips since the 90s, bro?
Shout out
Talk to me.
A-Dot Rupp, man. Shout out A-Dot Rupp.
I think we got the most chips since the 90s out of all
Shout
of
out
us up
Coach
here.
Rupp.
Shout out Dean. All
Talking
them.
about Dean. Dean shot. That Dean's a good shot. Y'all talking about relevant shit.
Shout out Rupp, man. He put the
sure.
city of
Talking
Lexington
about
on the map.
70s rings, bro. Talk to me something would start the night. If it don't start with a 199, bro, I don't want to hear about no rings, bro. I was
Anthony
alive
Davis,
for that
brother.
shit.
Anthony Davis, brother. I got one for you.
But nah, get into these brackets, man.
Yeah, man. Good.
Tell us how y'all gonna get further than you really gonna get, man.
All right, let's talk about it.
You have
Yes.
a game tonight. Pipe down. Pipe
Nah, that is
down.
crazy.
Like,
A
that is
game
crazy.
tonight is
Having a
crazy.
game tonight and talking like that is crazy.
On
Yeah.
Tuesday. I don't even think,
you couldn't make top 64.
bro. Look, I don't even think Duke is on the plane to go to their venue until like Wednesday or some shit, bro.
Y'all
We
are
got
y'all
a
are
game
first team-
tonight.
Y'all are first team at the tournament.
Bro, we just trying to stay fresh, bro. That's it, man.
The first
Niggas
team at the
be
tournament
fresh.
is crazy, bro.
We just trying to stay fresh,
Hey,
man.
it says, look, fresh
fresh.
basket. They get all the, fresh basketballs.
Wait,
fresh court.
Dude,
Got to break the court in.
I'm saying we get there. We on the honeys before any other schools on the honeys.
AM. Our hotel's booked, right? They're the only one. They the only one that checked in so far.
Check in.
You see this game? Gang, no funny. You see the crowd. You see this first four crowd. We can never, gang.
Bruh.
We can never. Like we can never.
Alabama State, St. Francis, PA.
We can
San
never.
Diego. Damn.
We can never, bro. But good luck tonight, though. Because if y'all lose tonight, and
Oh,
y'all talk
my
like this
God.
on this episode,
Oh, nah.
that'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy. But nah, bracket talk. We're gonna look at where all of our teams are in the bracket. And we're gonna just assume North Carolina wins and go to the South spot.
We're assuming. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta do that for them. We're gonna assume they do that. But far as Kentucky, me and Tez rock with Kentucky. We're down here in the Midwest. As y'all can see in the Midwest, we the number one seed in the Midwest was Houston. Hell of a season that they had all year. Sorry if you hear my low, sorry. Shout out to Houston. The 2 seed down here was Tennessee, a team that Kentucky swept actually, but still shout out to Tennessee for the season that they had. 3 is Kentucky, 4 is Purdue, 5 Clemson, 6 was Illinois, 7 was UCLA down here, and I'm not gonna go through everything. 8 Gonzaga, 9 Georgia, and I'm gonna stop there. You'll see. If you had to ask me what do I expect out of Kentucky in this bunch, I really think Kentucky can hit 32, 16. They can really hit Elite 8, in my opinion. And I say that humbly and I say that truthfully. I think this Kentucky team can make the Elite 8. I think we should have no problem when it comes to taking care of business against Troy. And then after that, we're going to see Illinois. That's going to be should see Illinois. That's going to be
Ev, you said Troy, right?
Yeah.
You know it's a Troy, Michigan, right?
Now this the one in Alabama, brother.
I'm just letting you know it's a
jokes,
Troy.
bro.
It's a Troy, it's a Troy, just like it's an Oakland here, bro.
This the main Troy, bro.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Like we got one of those. You know what happened last time?
He got jokes, bro. He got jokes. That's a good joke though. But yeah, man. So we got Troy. We should take care of business against Troy. I think that Illinois game will be a really good game, personally for me. I think there's a way that we can exploit Illinois and also just take advantage of Illinois and beat them ultimately. Then we should see Tennessee down here, and then I have us making the Elite 8. And then at that point, we'll be seeing who is this? What is that? Who would that be? Is that Houston?
It should be.
I
Yeah,
think it is Houston because that's that deaf region. I think that's the hard region that we were talking about.
No, that's not. That's the number.
No, that's the West, right? That's the that's the West.
Yeah, that's the West. And so then I'll stop. Realistically, if for this Kentucky team, I'm not gonna do no prediction or anything like that. We're gonna just talk about who we got making the championship stuff later. But this team should make the Sweet 16. You don't make Sweet 16, utter failure, complete failure. Realistically, what I think we could make is the Elite Eight, and I'll just stop there. But this team should make it to the Sweet 16. 64 unacceptable, 32 unacceptable. You should make the Sweet 16, and if it's Tennessee, that is a pick'em game. I'm pretty sure the line will be even. They'll probably lean Tennessee, honestly, still. Especially if Lamont somehow, some way re-aggravates the shoulder injury again. But I'll go there for Kentucky. Sweet 16 minimum, Elite 8 at best. Ted, what you got for us at Kentucky game?
I'm with you, brother. I think the ceiling is Elite 8. The floor is Sweet 16. I think it's that simple.
Yeah.
You beat a lot of teams that people didn't think, that you would beat this year. So Troy, you start off with Troy. Then hopefully you'll get, like you said, we get Illinois. I expect that to be a greedy game because it ain't too much more skill, but they are bigger as far as the guards, the wings, and the big man. Like they all are kind of average size. So, but I expect us to pull out that win. And hopefully we run into Tennessee. Like you said, it'll be a pick 'em. We swept them this year 2-0, but it's very hard to beat a team 3 times. It's very hard, especially now that this is on neutral site. So, fans will be 50-50, and both teams are just battle. But so my ceiling is Elite 8, Florida is Sweet 16 for sure.
All right. Thank you, brother. Chan, I'm going to go to you real quick, you and Wes. Assuming y'all beat San Diego State tonight in 2 hours, and then y'all then move and proceed to go against Ole Miss right here. How far do y'all think UNC could go? Or, what would be y'all ceiling for you all this year or expectations at that point?
Yeah, we should beat San Diego State tonight. That should be an easy dub. Then we head into the first round against Ole Miss. I think we're capable of beating Ole Miss as well. After that, man, I don't even know. Iowa State, I understand they're a pretty solid team. I know they ended the season pretty bad, but if we have a good day, who knows? I think we can beat them. Obviously, standard in North Carolina is always win the championship, but probably won't be that this year. But I think this team, they're capable of things fall in the right place. I think they can make the Sweet 16, and it's only up from there. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Sweet 16, okay.
Shout out my good
So
brother.
I heard playing to the last 16 teams.
I mean, we've seen crazier things.
That's history, bro. That's history. I've never seen that.
We've seen crazier things, but
yeah, we've definitely seen crazier.
Yeah, like shout out my good brother Chan. He's more optimistic than I for this year's Heels. I think our ceiling is second round. I don't see us making it to the Sweet 16. And I think it's just there's a lack of focus, I think, for the guys and just the level of consistency. They're not a consistent bunch. This group is very up and down, and I think they lack the necessary, intestinal fortitude and attention to detail to truly make a run. Like I just don't believe in the guys. Like it is what it is. I've seen great years from my school, so I think I can stomach some of the bad ones. But that's just the harsh truth for our guys this year. So I think a second round berth would be where we max out. But I welcome Sweet 16. If it can happen, hey, bring it on.
All right. Shout out to UNC. And again, good luck in y'all game tonight. Before we talk about who we think is going to get upset early, and I go to Jordan Woods and BJ as 2 Duke fans. Again, if you made it this far in the episode, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Also, Fact and Stats is a daily sports show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Pull up to the show. Some of these same folks that's on the stage with me talk during the show for the most part on a day-to-day basis, whether it's on stage or whether it's in the chat. I'm glad we all potentially could be in different regions, by the way. But Jordan Woods and BJ, y'all up here in the East. You in the East, you guys have teams like Baylor, Mississippi State, Oregon, Liberty, Arizona, Akron, BYU, VCU, Wisconsin, Montana, St. Mary's, Vandy, Alabama, and Robert Morris. Where do you see this team going coming out of the East region?
Sorry, I was looking at it on the screen there. I think ceiling is just belt all the way through. That's the ceiling and win the chip. I think the floor, which would still be a disappointment slash failure if this is only went this far, should be a Final Four, and they should moonwalk to the Elite Eight. Like it shouldn't even be a question about get to the Elite Eight. I think we beat Bama, but if they're on, they can have a day where they beat it, but it still would be a failure or a disappointment if that were to happen. Like this team has everything: versatility, size, lottery picks, time to win a chip. Sorry, it's cut out there for a second. Time to win a chip, bro. It's been since 15. Time for get one when I'm an adult and or a grown adult, so I can go out and celebrate it with a few drinks. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
I appreciate that. BJ, what you got for us for Duke coming out of the East region, my brother?
I'm going. One thing about my boy Jordan Woods, man, throughout this ride so far, we've been on the same page for damn near about 99.9% of everything this season, and like he said, the first two games, I ain't they'll sleep. Bye, bye. Good season. Whoever we play, yeah, good season. Bye. I see y'all next year, but I'm looking forward to Alabama and what we got for them. And like he said, if Alabama's on, they on. But guess what? That's why we the best team in the nation. You wanna know why? Because if they on, we got guys that can turn that on too. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is one Isaiah Evans come in the game, bow, 3 straight Tracy's right back at you, Mark Spears. You know what I'm saying? So we ready. I'm here. And the ceiling is a championship, cutting down the nets. Me keeping my word, like I've been telling y'all all year, we going and we gonna win. The floor is the national championship. We can't lose. We can't lose. If we lose, if we somehow get beat, it's a disappointment. By making it to the national championship, losing in the Sweet 16, Elite Eight, Final Four is a disappointment all around. You can't have this type of season dominating everybody, literally everybody, straight dominance, like not being able to compete. Like we're dominating all of our opponents, but one. Shout out to Clemson, great team. Well, I ain't gonna say great team, but they're a pretty solid team. But that's about it. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. We got weapons for everybody. Whatever team want to jump out there, we got weapons for them. Anybody, you name a team in this whole tournament, we got anybody for them. We got scores, we got defense, we got playmakers, we got experience, we got transfers, we got everything. Anything you could think about, we got it. Tell them, bring it on. That's all I gotta say. Bring it on.
You missed the team, bro. I just want to throw that out there to you, brother. You missed the team, but I'm rocking.
It's not that same Kentucky team, not that same Duke team,
Look,
bro.
and somehow, I ain't gonna lie, all I see on that side, is Alabama. Just because
Nah, I just heard you giving shout
Alabama got
outs
to pop
to
off
teams, bro. And I think you missed one.
If Tennessee somehow make it, hey, good. I feel bad for
Oh
them.
yeah, Kansas did beat this. I think he's talking about Kansas. I think Kansas did beat this.
I ain't.
Shout out
Come on,
to
bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Come
funny as hell, bro.
Come on. But yeah, sky's the limit. Sky's the limits for this team. We got 10 guys who could go in there and contribute. Well, 9.5. Not Mason Giles. That guy's pretty bad. But we got about 9.5 guys who can go out there, contribute, and help us to try to host the trophy, man. That's all I want. I just want a trophy. I don't care how we get it. When it happens, it got to happen this year. I need that trophy bad.
All right, good. Well, good luck to all of our teams for one. Two more things before we get up out of here. Uh, Looking at this bracket, I'm gonna scroll down. We see South on the left, East on the right, and I'm gonna go all the way down to the Midwest and the West. And we're going to ask ourselves or come up with some teams we feel like we see getting upset early. Who do we believe is going to get upset early? And again, we're scrolling down from the South and East and all the way on down. Because I see here Duke and Auburn as the number one seeds here, 8 and 9, Michigan. We'll probably go up to 5-12, 4-13 matchup and go from there. If y'all see anybody, let me know. If not, I'm gonna keep scrolling down, or I'm gonna just show it all in one, and then we come back and say it after.
That Arizona matchup, up there in the top right. I mean, really, Both of them. I think we can see what's that? That Oregon is 5-12, and then Arizona's 4-13. I mean, I could potentially see both of them high seeds moving on, but particularly in that Akron game, because that's one of the. I'm not gonna sit here pretending I've watched all these higher seeds like the in the tournament, but Akron just because it's being local, being able to get a lot of the games just as far as like from that region. I've seen a few of them. I think that game could be a very up and down game to where if it's like that all the way throughout and they both going blow for blow, that could be a higher score game and anybody can win that game. That Arizona game. So that is one that's probably one upset that I'm thinking about picking just because I think the nature of that game could be back and forth, up and down the court, fast paced, and close. So that's one I got my eye on. Arizona, and Akron.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna call it an upset because Vegas is. I'm all in on Arkansas beating potentially beating Kansas. Kansas is the favorite at -4.5, so technically that'll be an upset. So I'm all with Arkansas
I'm with
potentially
you on
getting a
that.
first round matchup and being Kansas. Boogie Flan should be returning. BJ is with me on that as well. So
I
I'm
do,
gonna
I
go
do, I
Arkansas for
do is
Kansas.
out too.
Yeah, he out. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
So I'm,
okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Art potentially being able to beat this Kansas team right here. I'm just sorry I'm not too high on them personally. Anybody else got a shout for potential upsets? Oklahoma gonna give
For
UConn a
me,
run too.
I got a couple. I got a couple just off me the strength of me bet. First of all, betting on college basketball and how bad these teams are losing at home versus good teams. So I believe if Texas can win this playing game with Xavier, they could beat Illinois. They could beat Illinois in a 11-6. And I like Clemson or McNeese, whoever wins that game, they could beat Purdue. They'll be able to beat Purdue in around the 32.
Say that
That's
again.
pretty much
Say
it,
that
man.
again.
I said the winner of Clemson and McNeese, they could be
Uh-huh.
able to beat Purdue.
Oh yeah, and that'd be an upset. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who else? Who else? Um, 6 seed BYU got some nice. They got a nice all around solid team. I believe they could make it. They could beat VCU. Boom, and they'll most likely play Wisconsin, and I believe they could beat Wisconsin. So that'll put them in the Sweet 16 against Alabama.
Nice. Anybody else got any shouts?
I,
Any
I,
upsets y'all
I
see?
kind of, differ to that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think VCU can beat BYU. I know BYU shoots a lot of threes, but they get a lot up. But if they not falling, I haven't seen them really win no other way. And VCU closed a year out very well. Played a good George Mason game in the championship the other day. Won that, and they were hot even before their conference tournament. They play fast, they play physical, and they're not small. Yes, they don't shoot as much threes as a BYU, but if BYU's threes are not hitting, I haven't seen all year them win another way. So I think that's a potential bracket buster right there. I got another one too. Um, Liberty and Oregon. Liberty and
Yeah,
Oregon.
yeah.
I like
Yeah,
Liberty.
yeah.
That's a top 10 offense in the country. They shoot 50% from the field, 40% from the three, and they've been like that from start to finish. Oregon will be bigger for sure, come out of a tougher conference, so they have seen tougher opponents, but all it takes is one game. If you have no shooting in this tournament, it's going to be very, very hard for you to advance. Very, very hard. So that's two. Then I see three right there to the left that in a little unpopular opinion, but I like. I'm not gonna say I like them. I'm not gonna say that. But a potential is Yale and Texas A&M.
I was thinking that same thing.
Yale,
Hey,
Yale
I'm
over
gonna
Texas
piggyback
A&M,
off that too.
and I'm
I
gonna
was
tell you
weak.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. Texas A&M plays physical. We know that. They rebound. We know that. They are big. We know that. But one thing that they do lack is perimeter scoring outside of one player.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of one player. And you typically don't see teams like that advance. And Yale can shoot. They will match up in the size. And the key thing that I do think they will do if they are up in the game, I think they will slow the game down. And that's playing out of Texas A&M structure. So I like that game as well. That's 3 games that I got.
I'm with
Like
you on the
that.
Yale. I'm with you on the Yale. It's potential. I don't think they'll win, but I still think it's potential. I'm not gonna rule it out.
You got some? Anybody else got some? Or we good?
Nah, I'll piggyback off Tez real quick. The Yale, yeah, some what is it? Typically the Ivy League schools, they always tend to upset somebody in the tournament. So that's a good shout from Tez. And Texas A&M, I was high on them to begin the season, but then they really didn't close out the season the way I would like them to. They've been struggling a little bit. So I would look out for that one. And then the popular one that always gets picked is the 5-12 matchup. And I was looking at the what is it, Memphis and Colorado State, and was it Colorado State is the 12 seed,
That's a good one.
but they're the favorites.
And they're the
That threw
favorites.
me off a
Damn.
little bit.
Damn.
And Memphis, they played really well to end the
Oh
season.
yeah, they are favorite. Yep.
Damn.
Yep. They don't respect Memphis, bro.
Yeah, that definitely
It's
stood out to
American,
me the
bro.
most whenever I saw
It's
that.
American.
Yep.
True. That's a good shout. I ain't even peeped that. That's a good shout.
Mhm.
Yeah, damn. That's a good shout. I'm thinking about going UNC money line today on a parlay. Hopefully, I do not regret it, UNC fans. Please.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, hopefully I don't regret it. Being honest. Let
What
me
you
know if
like?
y'all think
One for 5 with them guys?
Nah, I'm actually I'm actually like 2-3 with UNC. The last 2 times I've been on UNC, they won, to be honest. The last 2 times at least I've been on UNC, they won. It's probably Wake Forest and somebody else. Can't remember if I think, or they probably lost. I can't remember. But either way, the last 2 times I bet on them, they won. And I don't think they go out like that. I don't think they go out like that. They wanted them here. They wanted them here. I think they get the win. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably gonna chance it. But nah, everybody that commented, thank you. Again, if you made it this far in the episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Tap into Fact and Stats Daily Sports Show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Fellas, thank y'all for joining. The last thing before we get up out of here, Jordan Woods, what's your national championship matchup and who you got winning?
Can I throw some stats out there real quick that I seen
Yeah.
today on CBS?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
I got 3 of them. One, the 11 seed over any 6 seed is 30-26 since 2010. 7 seed or worse has made a Final Four the last 11 out of 13 tournaments. So you do the math on how many years is that? And the number 1 seed has went 6 out of 7 national tournaments all the way through. UConn did it back-to-back years, and they're 13 out of 17 in total. The last 17 times, out of 17 times, 13 of them in a championship were number 1 seeds.
Okay.
And I got one more. I'm gonna say Michigan State. I love Izzo to death, but I don't think they make it that far. They might meet their match in the 32 against Marquette.
That'd be a good ass game.
When they play Ole Miss in the Sweet 16, they won't make it past there.
Ole Miss has to be UNC first, by the way. Just letting you know that.
Y'all have to win y'all game.
Like what?
Okay. Like I was saying, Ole Miss is going to the Sweet 16, like I said.
Hold on. So any of y'all think San Diego State beating us tonight?
I'm with y'all tonight.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm 50-50, to be honest.
I ain't 50-50.
I'm damn sure not putting money on it.
The Dookie is
I'm damn sure not putting no money on that.
But guess what? My last thing, even if North Carolina do win, guess what? You're going home. So guess what? Congratulations. You want to play a game, but you're gonna make it to the big dance, and you ain't gonna be dancing.
Yeah, I would actually love for y'all.
Same for y'all. I definitely. It's not my turn yet. We're gonna unpack how I feel about how this thing is.
Look, brother. When we win the championship, just send me your address. I'm gonna send you a Duke shirt.
Hey, we get no funny. We can put a bet on it. Y'all win. I will cam up for an entire episode, and I will wear Duke attire. We can put that bet.
I'm gonna try to find a Tatum Duke jersey. I'm gonna find a Tatum Duke jersey. Trust.
If y'all lose,
we can agree to that. We can agree to that. We can agree to that.
I need a Ram hat on your head if y'all lose. You gotta kill me. You gotta show this. I need a Ram hat on your head. We got a deal. Hold on, we got a deal.
We can agree to that.
All right, lock it.
We can agree to that.
All right. Jordan Woods. What's your championship matchup? Who you got winning?
Florida on the opposite side of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the bracket in like literally 36 hours, so I had to make sure. That's my championship game. Florida, Duke, and come on, man, like Duke. I think that'd be a great game, though. Because I do have a question of not a question, but it would just be interesting to see if we could I think we can do it, but match score with them, like score for score, like a higher score game. It would be nice to see a higher scoring game between Duke and Florida in the championship, just to see us be able to showcase that, hey, we can do this too. So Duke and Florida, Duke winning.
Chan, talk to me. What you got? National championship, the winner.
Yeah, I just say the same with Jordan. I even though, man, Duke. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Florida and Duke. Florida, man, I've watched their last couple of games here recently. To me, they've been playing the best ball overall the last couple weeks. I was shocked whenever they went the number one overall seed, or at least number 1 seed. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Florida and Duke. But I cannot pick Duke. I think they're gonna cut down the nets.
That rivalry real, huh?
I can't.
I wouldn't respect it if he did.
This
He better
ain't
not
even
have picked
about
us.
robbery. This just what's gonna happen, man. Like
Oh
that's
my
just what's gonna
god!
happen. Best team in the tourney is Florida, and them Gators are going dancing, man. That's the truth. Gators over Duke for sure. I'm a champ.
Ideally for me, and we just heard what ideally for me, I do think, Kentucky fan aside, basketball fan, I do want to see Duke and Florida in the national championship 1000%. But I've been saying my thoughts on who I think was going to win it all, or who could win it all this year, and that was Florida. And I'm probably going to stay on that. I think Florida wins it all. I think Florida actually meets Duke this year in the championship, just like Jordan Woods, just like Chan, and I think Florida beats Duke in the national championship. What you got, Tiz?
Of course, I want the Kentucky and Duke matchup so bad, man. Just not the year. It's just not the year. Realistically though, all fandom aside, I'm going different, bro. I'm gonna be different here. I like Duke. I like St. John's. I like Duke
St. John's.
I like St. John's for the chip. I like St. John's and Duke for the chip, man. I think this is Rick had a lot of good teams there at Louisville, a lot of good teams, and he put a lot of pros in the league as well. But this is one of his teams where he didn't have. This is one of his best teams I didn't see he had in a long time. So I'm gonna go Duke. I'm gonna go Duke and St. John's for the chip.
What you got, BJ, to close us out, man?
You already know one side cakewalk. Just let me know what type cake y'all want. I'll ship it to y'all, of course. And on that other side, I'm with y'all with the Florida can make it, but damn, St. John's, Florida is gonna be it's a tough one to pick, and I don't know who I'm picking in that one. I want to lean Florida, but it's just St. John's got the hustle, the toughness. I just don't think they might be able. They're not going to be able to keep up scoring wise with Florida. So I'm gonna go Florida Duke. But even though I still like St. John's making it from that side.
Florida Duke, St. John. Okay. That's it, man, from everybody. Y'all, thank y'all so much. I cannot wait to watch the game tonight. I'm not really too tapped into the Alabama State and St. Francis game right now. I'm more so focused on North Carolina and San Diego State. I took North Carolina today, put it on a parlay, and we're gonna see what happens. Everybody came through to the episode, all 6 of y'all, also 6, all 5 of y'all. Thank y'all so much. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tap into these fellas, man. Jordan Woods, thank you, Chan. Thank you, BJ, West, Tez. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. And I'll see y'all tomorrow and also later tonight in playback.